Max Verstappen faces a significant challenge as former F1 driver Johnny Herbert predicts tough times ahead for Red Bull in the 2026 Formula One season. This news is particularly hard to swallow for Verstappen, who has steadfastly remained loyal to Red Bull despite recent whispers linking him to Mercedes. But here's where it gets controversial. The speculation about Verstappen moving to Mercedes gained momentum earlier this year, especially since the German team has yet to secure a driver for the 2026 season. However, just before the Hungarian Grand Prix, Verstappen put an end to the rumors by confirming his commitment to Red Bull. When asked if he would be a Red Bull driver in 2026, Verstappen told the media, including PlanetF1.com, "Yeah, it's quite interesting to follow all that. The amount of nice stories certainly that came out of it. But for me, I've never really said anything about it because I was just focused on talking to the team about how we can improve our performance, future ideas for next year as well. And that's why I have nothing really to add. But I think it's time to basically stop all the rumors. And for me, it's always been quite clear that I was staying anyway. I think that was also the general feeling in the team anyway, because we were always in discussions about what we could do with the car. I think when you're not interested in staying, then you also stop talking about these kinds of things. And I never did." Despite Verstappen's loyalty, Herbert's outlook for Red Bull in 2026 is grim. The team's dominance has waned over the past year and a half, with McLaren emerging as the new force to be reckoned with. Verstappen currently trails drivers. Championship leader Oscar Piastri by 97 points with only 10 rounds left, making a fifth consecutive title a distant dream. Can I see a bounce back next year? No, Herbert bluntly stated to a gambling platform. The 2026 season marks a significant shift in F1, with major changes to both chassis and engine regulations. For Red Bull, the challenge is compounded by their decision to become an engine manufacturer, a role they're stepping into through their partnership with Ford under the Red Bull Powertrains division. That is a huge undertaking to be able to, 1. Produce a Ford engine with all the technology that's involved, and 2. To make it as good or better than the very experienced Mercedes-Benz, for example, Herbert warned. However, he added, but of course Red Bull are not going to be having any of that. They're just going to be this badged Ford engine, but done in-house, and it's going to be interesting to see if they can do that. Alongside Red Bull, Ford, and Mercedes, Ferrari, Honda, and Audi will also supply engines for the 2026 season. Renault initially signed on as a manufacturer, but later withdrew, leading Alpine to secure an engine deal with Mercedes, effectively transitioning from a works team to a customer team. And this is the part most people miss. The 2026 season is shaping up to be a pivotal moment for F1, with the new regulations set to shake up the competitive landscape. Red Bull's ability to adapt and thrive under these new conditions will be crucial for Verstappen's championship aspirations. As Red Bull's Laurent Mekies recently noted, McLaren has been particularly effective in exploiting medium-speed corners, an area where Red Bull needs to improve. What do you think about Red Bull's chances in 2026? Will Verstappen's loyalty pay off, or is it time for a change? Share your thoughts in the comments below.